looking at Isaiah 26:16 through 18. Verse 16 describes what I call a foxhole prayer. They came to God in their distress when they felt the heavy hand of God's discipline. They could hardly whisper a prayer. Inwardly, they felt like a woman with child, about to give birth, writhing and crying out in pain. In the midst of their agony, they anticipated an answer from God, but all they got, described in the taunting words of verse 18, "We gave birth to wind." For many, their prayers might be described that way. If they pray for individuals to experience spiritual salvation, it's even more tragic. Verse 18 ends, "We have not brought salvation to the earth. We have not given birth to people of the world." Do you feel like that sometimes? Well, listen to what the prophet says in verses 19 through 21. "But your dead will live, their bodies will rise. You who dwell in the dust, wake up and shout for joy. Your dew is like the dew of the morning. The earth will give birth to her dead. Go, my people, enter your rooms and shut the doors behind you. Hide yourselves for a little while until his wrath has passed by. See, the Lord is coming out of his dwelling." We're often too anxious to see the results of our prayers. God knows what's going on and when it's best to answer. When he does, you'll understand. Get alone, shut the doors behind you and hide. Wait for God to do his thing in his time and in his way.
In Psalm 63, David said, "My soul shall be satisfied as with marrow and fatness, and my mouth shall praise thee with joyful lips, when I remember thee upon my bed, and meditate on thee in the night watches." To help you focus your thoughts upon God at the close of this day, we bring you this devotional meditation from Morning and Evening by Charles Haddon Spurgeon. Or, "Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil," or the evil one. What we are taught to seek or shun in prayer, we should equally pursue or avoid in action. Very earnestly, therefore, should we avoid temptation, seeking to walk so guardedly in the path of obedience that we may never tempt the devil to tempt us. We are not to enter the thicket in search of the lion. Dearly might we pay for such presumption. This lion may cross our path or leap upon us from the thicket, but we have nothing to do with hunting him. He that meeteth with him, even though he winneth the day, will find it a stern struggle. Let the Christian pray that he may be spared the encounter. Our Savior, who had experience of what temptation meant, thus earnestly admonished his disciples, "Pray that ye enter not into temptation." But let us do as we will, we shall be tempted. Hence the prayer, "Deliver us from evil." God had one Son without sin, but he has no Son without temptation. The natural man is born to trouble as the sparks fly upwards, and the Christian man is born to temptation just as certainly. We must be always on our watch against Satan, because, like a thief, he gives no intimation of his approach. Believers who have experience of the ways of Satan know that there are certain seasons when he will most probably make an attack, just as at certain seasons bleak winds may be expected. Thus the Christian is put on a double guard by fear of danger, and the danger is averted by preparing to meet it. Prevention is better than cure. It is better to be so well armed that the devil will not attack you than to endure the perils of the fight, even though you come off a conqueror. Pray this evening first that you may not be tempted, and next that if temptation is permitted, you may be delivered from the evil one. This meditation was taken from Morning and Evening by C.H. Spurgeon.